round 5 of the L2S Racing League's Tier 2. Tonight we are in lovely Japan for probably what I would say the most difficult track of the season in terms of it being the true driver's track. I'm accompanied by Ian MC on commentary tonight.
Yeah, it's good to be here, Infamous.
Yeah, seriously looking forward to this. How you feeling about qualifying tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight, to be honest. Like, Japan is an awesome track, one of my favourites, but it is so easy to get it wrong, and it is so easy to have a massive crash unexpectedly. So I think we're in for another good one. I'm sure if people have been watching over the last couple of weeks, they know Tier 2 have always put on a good show, good battles throughout the field. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure tonight's going to be more of the same.
And it looks like we are getting the first few cars coming onto track.
Yeah, we got some people leaving the pits now. Same, it's always good to get a good banker lap in nice and early before you start pushing the boundaries of track limits to see where you can make up the extra half a tenth or a tenth.
Yeah. So there's an initial stream of 6, 7, 8 cars already out looking to get an early lap time. Let's stay on board with Desert Rat, who I think is the furthest on track.
It looks like we've not got Chris tonight, so I'm not sure.
Chris 99?
Yeah, oh, Chris 1999. Is he in?
We've got him.
Oh yeah, he is in. Oh, that's my bad. I thought he was late to the show then. I thought the other drivers would have been thinking, oh yes, Chris isn't here tonight, give him a chance.
So are you therefore thinking that you're thinking that Chris may be one of the early runners to get pole tonight?
Yeah, I just think from what he showed over the last couple of races, I think Chris 1999 is one of the forces to be reckoned with in Tier 2.
I agree. He's been really consistent, and let's see if he can continue that on, as Desert Rat is just started a lap. He's the first driver to be on a flying lap, going into turn 1, turn 2 nicely, picking up the power, using all the track. The S's are, this is probably the best bit of cornering in the whole game, and I think all the F1 drivers has to believe that. Oh, and he's just wide into the gravel. He didn't bin it though.
No, he didn't. He done well there. And like, I've done a lot of time trial at Japan this week, and that's one of the corners where I've realised if you get it wrong on the turn in, then it's so easy to spin it.
Yeah. So your mate Chris 99 is just on a lap, just gone through the S's. I think he's pulling up to a little bit of traffic ahead into Degner 1.
Yep, just Degner coming out of Degner 2.
Not sure if the car in front of him is also on a hot lap, and there's a fair bit of traffic up ahead.
Yeah, it looks like he's coming up to a lot of traffic, so you could be, this could be doing him a favour in one hand. You could be getting a bit of a toe off of the car in front.
Yeah. Definitely not going into the back straight into 130R. He should at least feel the effects there.
I think a qualifying time today is probably going to be about, what, a high 26 maybe, low 27.
With that being said, we've got Chris now nicely into the final chicane. Spaceman just ahead of him.
Yep, 26.7. If you yeah, if you're trying to get a good banker lap in nice and early, that's what you want to be doing.
Oh, and would you rather with a 27.4? That makes Chris's lap look even better as a first attempt.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be nice to see what drivers are starting to do what as well. Like I think it's going to be a lot of people are just going to be going on the softs because tier 2 has turned out to be quite competitive throughout the field. So I think it's one of those types of grids. If you go on the mediums, you could risk being down the bottom 5.
No, I agree. I think track position in Suzuka with a tight pack as we have in tier 2 is important, necessary. You can have a very quiet race, you get up in front and can get away from the field, or you can be fighting literally every lap
Yeah.
if you get caught in the mid pack. Just currently on board the F7, just approaching the back end of his lap and into 130R. I love how quick 130R is.
Yeah, it's an awesome corner. And it is possible to go side by side around there. But you have got to have a lot of confidence in the person you're side by side with.
100%.
But no, I'm a big fan of Japan. I know you know that, Infamous.
Yeah.
It is my favourite track of the calendar, hands down. But
And I'd agree with you. It's up there for me. It's really rewarding being able to put a good strong lap together,
yeah,
not make any mistakes, and take it right to the edge.
there's so many challenging corners in here, and especially to like with strict corners. Like I always struggle with the exit of Degna 2 for track limits, so it'll be good to see how these drivers get on with it tonight.
Well, Degna 2 wants you want to almost go too quickly through Degna 2, don't you? And
Yeah.
it makes it one up.
Yeah, it needs to feel like you've got into it too fast, and then it usually levels itself out.
So we've got a lot of drivers now in the pits having completed their first runs. A few drivers, I think, who are on second runs on the same tyres. Currently on board with Zonks, who, I think, invalid. He's on an in lap.
Yeah, it's good to see Zonk's back with us today. Yeah, I know you missed the last race, man. I've got Zonks has done quite well over the first few races. He's caught my attention a few times, so it was sad to not see him last week, but it's good to see him back with us now.
Nah, agreed. And yeah, he's shown testament of how maybe a not so good qualifying
Yeah.
what doesn't define your weekend in the race. So I'm looking forward to see.
Yeah, he's been able to make the most of other people's mistakes just by putting in a solid race, not getting any damage, just driving consistent, and he's had some good results in his races. So it'll be good to see how he gets on tonight.
No, I'm keen to see. And while we're talking, we've lost Vortex King.
I wonder what's happened.
And The Rock. I think it's easy to make a mistake. There are,
to be honest,
so many corners are so hard to.
When you go into the S's, that's one of those sections. Sector 1, after turn 1, you want to be as fast as you can and as smooth through the S's, but a tiny little bit too much curb is enough to unsettle you, and then there's just nowhere to go. The walls seem so close to you.
And you've got difficult traction zones like Degna 2, as we've said already. The exit of the hairpin. The exit of the hairpin is sometimes it's a roulette of whether you get a good exit or not.
The hairpin is where it's won or lost, to be honest. I think in this track. On the 2019 game, it used to be, I just jumped on board with Knickknacks Rock, and he's just lost it at the S's. What we were just on about, and that's him DNF'd out of the session.
That's
it's unfortunate to see, so I apologise for the commentator's curse there, Knickknacks Rock. I take full responsibility for that.
Currently I'm on board with Sim V. We've currently got both him and Chris 99 slightly ahead of him on opening laps. it's really tight right now between Simvi and Would You Rather. Almost as tight as it was in the esports qualifying this afternoon. I'm not sure if anyone caught that,
Hey,
but
I didn't actually catch a race today, but I seen qualifying yesterday, and then, like, to me, it's not possible to go 2 seconds faster than what my time is on TT, but apparently they can just throw that in right off the bat.
every single one of them, every
Mate,
single one can throw it in, and the
yeah,
entire field is within what 3/10 of each other.
I love how
Um,
competitive it is.
so Simvi crossing the line.
I used to put it on P2 with a 26.7.
You know, he's clawing in Chris 99.
Yeah,
He slowly was clawing in him, and
like I've realised over the last couple of weeks that without putting any of the other drivers down, because we've got some really good drivers here in tier 2, but it seems to me like Chris, Simv and Would You Rather, they just seem to be a little bit quicker and a bit more consistent than everybody else.
and you know what? We have it in tier 1 where there are a few drivers that we're all looking at thinking
Yeah,
they've maybe got a 10th here or maybe a little bit more consistent. And no, happy to see Mini Daniels up there in 4th
yeah, it's
with a
good
good
to
lap
see
already
that.
put in.
Like,
Jimmy O up there with a really good lap time, currently at 5th.
Zonks is up there in P6 as well, which that's good
Zonks?
to see because the last couple of races, I know I've got I talk big of Zonks like after the first couple of races, but I've seen him start pretty near the back of the grid and work his way up. So
Yeah.
if he sticks with P6, it'll be good to see how he gets on from that type of position.
And I love the fact that him and Jimmy O are teammates.
Yeah.
They've been teammates all season with the
Yeah,
races won.
what was it we said?
Livery.
They were unwilling teammates on it. whether they knew about it or not, but they are teammates all down to their livery.
And I'm excited to see who could maybe upset the front three.
Yeah,
I think
well, I'm riding on board with Wayne Bennett just now, and he's probably one of the ones that I would put for being able to disrupt the top three.
yeah,
I've done a few races with him in unranked fun 5-lappers, and he's definitely got the pace.
No, I agree. I think if you can put a lap together, make sure it's all clean. He's one of, I think, the few drivers who is running with as many assists off as possible. So it's difficult sometimes to put good races together and good laps together. So I'm keen to see what he can do today as well.
Definitely. I've got a lot of respect for people that run no assists during league races because, like, I've just been doing it this week on time trial and it's tricky. I definitely wouldn't be doing it in a league race just now. I've not got the confidence, but yeah, definitely respect to people that are running no assists, especially the people that run no racing line, because that's what really trips me up.
Shout out to J Sarge.
Yeah,
I know you love
yeah,
that.
definitely J Sarge.
No improvement there. So it looks like most of the drivers are now either on in-laps, having completed their second runs, and then trying to probably get back in and out with at least 2.5 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
And the front three are, the front two are sat in the pits waiting just to leave as late as possible
I
to
think
maximise the track evolution.
Yeah, Would You Rather's heading into the pits. I wasn't sure if he was on a hot lap or not, but yeah, this will be the time where people will be trying to put a new set of softs on, maybe fueling up just for enough for one hot lap, even if you got to run low fuel mode for the in lap. It's definitely worth a 10th. So it'll be good to see what people decide to do now. I think Zonks is still out on track, but he's done 3 laps on this set of softs.
He needs to get in and and get some new rubber on ASAP. I'm not sure if you'll have time to get
Ye-
in, finish this lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Just looking to see where he is on track.
He's down just under 2/10 on his personal best.
It will be a bit tight. We've got SDFCT, look. He's on his out lap just now. Down in P13, we're looking to improve on that.
And we have now got a train of cars starting to leave the pits. So we've got Chris 99 already on track, but Simvi and Would You Rather still waiting, so I think they definitely want to leave it to as late as possible, just to see if they can claw back any more time to get pole. This is exciting. So Ian, I've got my shout. I think I've got my shout on what's going to happen. What do you think is going to happen in the final minute and a half or so? Who do you think? Do you think Chris is going to keep it, or do you think Simvi or Would You Rather is going to snatch it away from him?
I think Chris is going to try and put in an absolute blinder of a lap now. And then Simvi and Would You Rather are going to be doing the same, but I think it's going to come down to who makes a mistake. Like, who gets that little bit of wheel spin coming out of the hairpin, or who locks up going into turn 1. I think that could be the difference on pole position here.
So we've got Chris entering 130R on his outlap. We've got Simvi coming up to the Dunlop curve on his outlap. So Chris is gonna finish his lap first as he crosses the start-finish line to start his final flying lap.
Yeah, so I'll ride on board with Chris as well. See how he gets on.
Turn 1 nicely, good apex, gets quickly onto the power, using all the track there into turn 2. The S is trying to push as much pace as he can out of it.
Yeah, you need as much speed as you can through the S's.
Oh, he's ragging it to the edge of the road there.
Yeah, he couldn't have got it any closer to the edge. Into Degna 1. Nice and clean.
Less than half a tenth down on his personal best. And we've got Simvi who's lost it. He's going to gravel in the S's, pushing too hard.
I'm still on board with Chris 1999.
Chris wouldn't know, but he's still going to need to push on.
Yeah, he'll still be driving like he's being chased by Simvi.
He doesn't know if Simvi's binned it now in the S's.
I'm sure after 3 or 4 races, I'm sure everyone in Tier 2 is starting to get to know how everyone drives, who their like closest competition is.
Yeah.
As Chris goes through 130R, coming up to final chicane, gets it slowed down nice.
Cool.
Good drive out the final corner, keeps it tight into the wall.
Oh, just under 2/10 up.
126.3.
Ooh, that's a good lap. Simvi is not happy with himself.
You've got Would You Rather, seems to have had some problems. He's stopped on track. Doesn't look like him or Simvi are going to improve on their time.
No.
You've got Desert Rat, seems to be on a lap. Spaceman just coming through the final chicane, missing the entire front wing, but he's... Then you've got T-Look. He seems to be on a lap.
Yeah, T-Look, I think, is the final person on a lap.
Yeah, onto the back straight, run down to 130R. He seems to be up by 2 tenths on his previous time.
See how he tackles the chicane. Oh. A little bit tentative, going through the chicane.
It keeps it on P11. So that's a good thing in a way that he's got to pick at what tyres he wants to start on. But yeah, Chris has hung on to that.
I'm not sure if you've seen this. Would You Rather has been disqualified from qualifying.
No, I've not seen that.
Oh,
Oh,
that is.
would you rather and Raji have been disqualified?
Yeah.
So,
I think that might be due to being stationary on track. Like while you're trying to let other cars through, like if you come to a complete halt, I think you then run the risk of potentially being disqualified in the game.
yeah, I was looking on Race Director. Would you rather parked in a dangerous location? So
Yep, that's exactly it.
he could have maybe spun, like it's happened to me as well before. Like I've spun and tried to reverse because I was touching a barrier, and that's been enough to get me disqualified. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's for him and would you
Yeah,
rather, but
parked in a dangerous location. That's unlucky.
yeah, that is unlucky. But yeah, Chris 1999's done it again.
Mate, you called it 4/10.
Oh yeah, almost half a second. Many Daniels right up there in P3. It's good to see, and Zonks in P6. So it'll be good to see what's going to happen in this race. And also, me and you don't know what the weather forecast is either, so we don't know if they've had a dry quali and going to get a wet race. So it's time to find out.
Well, I'm sure Chris is gonna be wanting a dry race because the last 2 races have been wet.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to see.
There's been to be fair, there's been a lot of wet races lately in league races and in 5-lappers. Don't know if Codemasters have done it on purpose, but
They must have.
yeah,
It's EA's influence.
yeah,
Already.
it's EA already. Now they've bought them. Right, you can all have wet races. Next year, you're gonna have to pay for front wings.
You have to pay for it. But no, we've got dry race. Oh, at least it's gonna start,
It's
right?
good to see. So now this is gonna be the time when it's all gonna come down to turn 1, I think.
Turn 1 and that first sector, just being able to jockey your way safely through.
Who can make their soft tyres last the longest? Yep. I think the undercut, the overcut, the pit strategy is going to have a big part to play in this race. Penalties as well, because it is so easy to get one coming out of Degna 2, and the final chicane is easy to pick one up.
The easiest one, yeah. So no, we've got
Oh, here we
all
go.
the cars on track.
5 lights.
Ian,
And away we go.
Good start.
Chris has got an awesome start there. Semv right behind him. Looks like everybody's made it through turn 1 nice and clean.
Yep. Nice and clean from everyone. Chris already pulling out a second 1.1 in that final sector.
He'll be so happy to see that. He's already out of DRS range within 1 lap. Absolutely nothing between the rest of the field.
No.
Bull Texing's crashed out. Yeah, he's crashed out at the exit of Degna 2. And it is, like I said, infamous, that is the corner that mate, you're pushing so hard to get a good exit on the run to the chicane that you touch that gravel and it just spits you into the wall on the right hand side.
It'll be gutted. One of the best tracks of the season.
Definitely, that's unfortunate and that's a shame to see on lap 1. But it just shows you how hard everybody is pushing. That's how close a field we've got in tier 2. That even on lap 1 people are pushing that hard. Because they know that is a time, if you can make up a place on lap 1, that could be the difference on your finish position at the end of the race.
So, Would You Rather has already made its way up to 10th, starting 15th, which is probably the best start that he would have wanted to have had after that qualifying session.
Yeah, you got Zonks has moved up 2 places to P4. Spaceman is up 2, Sev 7 is up 2, Knickknacks Rock is up 4 places, Would You Rather is up 5, BMC is up 6 places, The Rog is up 2 and Raji is up 1.
Yeah.
It looks like Desert Rat and PR Oliver are the ones that lost out the most.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think this would be the last thing Chris would have wanted after the start.
And what do you do? Like, do you go over to a 2-stop strategy right now? Or do you just whack on a pair of hards and see whether or not it makes it?
That is a big decision in this race, and to be honest, I do not like the hard tyres around Suzuka. So, if anything, I think I would be pitting out for a set of mediums, looking to go onto the hards at the end of the race, providing there was no safety car.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting. I don't think MD will be pitting now, because the safety car's been out for a lap, but...
Yeah.
It is one of those...
These are the scenarios, these are the scenarios that you would like, maybe, if you're maybe towards the back end of the grid.
If you were down in the bottom 5 men, it's definitely worth strapping a set of hards on.
Even now.
Get it to the end. You can make up 5-6 places maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's quite beneficial to the top runners just now.
No.
And I'm sure they're all having this debate with themselves right now as they drive around in the safety car. I know I've done it. I've had my MFD up, switching between my strategies, like choosing to pit and then staying out.
Yeah. And the worst one, have you ever swerved in towards the pits and then you back out?
And then you've backed out. It's like a Hamilton box. No, stay out. No, box. Yeah, I think we've all been there. And then that's a decision though. Even though it's funny as some saying it, that could be the decision that wins you the race or loses you the race.
And we have T-Luck, who has done that strategy. He's on the hard tyres, having pitted. So everyone from The Rog, T-Luck, Desert Rat, PR Oliver, and Raggy 37 have all pitted already.
So that'll be interesting to see. So I would imagine T-Luck's planning on getting to the end on those tyres. It's easily done. What, we got 24 laps left? Maybe one more on... Well, safety car should be coming in this lap. So yeah, 24 racing laps left. I think hard tyres should be able to go the way.
And this is great data for the Tier 1 race.
Yeah, it's good to watch. It's good to watch this to see what kind of strategy we want to pull at 9 o'clock in Tier 1.
Because the debate is 2-stop or 1-stop, and if the hards are quick enough to run or race.
I think that to be honest, to give the game away to anybody that's watching, I would be hoping to do a medium to soft 1-stop.
Yeah.
But that is asking a lot. To do that, you're banking on no safety cars and making your tyres last.
Yeah. And you also compromise qualifying.
Yeah, you're risking starting P10, maybe outside the top 10.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on that. You might see something completely different during Tier 1 quali. I might have to just annihilate my softs to get into the top 10.
Safety cars in this lap.
Yeah, we got
now slowing everyone down before the chicane. And he has put his foot down, and we are green.
Yeah, that says back to racing though, and nothing between any of the drivers. They're all just going to be thinking, let's try and stick close to the car in front for when DRS gets activated again.
Zonk's having a look at Mini Daniels, who Mini Daniels is lagging quite hard. Is he alright on your screen?
I'm just going to jump on board with him.
Zonks, I'm on board Zonks.
Yeah, it looks like Mini Daniels could be lagging actually from Zonks' point of view.
Yeah.
Which always makes it difficult to try and put a pass in, because you want to keep it clean, but you never know where the other car's going to be.
No.
So, could be a bit tricky for Zonks at the moment. And then all the time we've got Gemio behind Zonks, closing a gap. The unwilling teammates racing each other. We've got Chris 1999's got a gap of 1.1 to P2. That's good, because he knows he's not going to have any threat from DRS, from SimV. Got BMC losing a place, so would you rather? But yeah, you got Gemio and Spaceman all running nice and close to each other.
Just seeing how T-Lock is coping on these hard tyres.
Yeah.
Currently already a 3.3 second gap from him in the car in front of Wayne Bennett.
You got SimV's just picked up a 3-second penalty for track limits.
We've got Spaceman hunting.
Oh, he's looks. Oh no! He's took out the brake marker, lost an end plate as well.
And got a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, got a triple crumb there. Done well not to lose any more than an end plate, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that will not be the best thing for him. Not with Would You Rather right behind him.
We've got Zonks still all over the back end of Mini Daniels' lagging car.
Yeah. I think Zonks will be trying to keep it nice and close till he gets to till DRS gets activated.
Yeah.
Then he'll be trying to make his way past, but yeah, Mini Daniels is lagging quite a lot in front of Zonks. And it is always a risk trying to pass a car that is lagging.
Yeah. Chris slamming in another fastest lap.
Yeah,
130.7.
To be fair, I'm on board with Zonks, and Mini Daniels was right in front of Zonks, and then he was 100 metres in front, so that'll
1 second, Mini Daniels is ahead of them, next second he's behind both of them.
Yeah, this is going to be confusing for Zonks and for Gemio trying to make their way past Mini Daniels. Yep, you've got Gemio is right behind Zonks now, because obviously Zonks has had to ease off thinking the car in front is closer than it actually is.
Yeah. He's gone wide in the chicane, but then all of a sudden he's even further ahead. Wow. And Zonks, I think, has gotten...
Got Raji gaining a 5-second penalty for cutting a corner and gaining a position there. Wasn't able to see that on board because I'm still on board with Zonks.
And we've got Would You Rather now, who is slowly easing his way to the back of Spaceman on the medium tyres. I think it's getting towards that crossover point now where those medium runners and hard runners tyres are going to be in better nick than those who started on the soft. Rather pulling it off a great overtake down the pit straight into turn 1 nicely. Still with Jimmy O staring at the gearbox of his teammate, Zonks, who, as soon as they can, if they can get past Mini Daniels, I think that their race will be a lot easier. It must be so frustrating not being able to know where a car is due to just internet connections, and it's no one's fault because Mini Daniels has had good internet in the past.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate, but
it is what it is.
got PR Oliver is quite close to the back of Desert Rat, coming out the hairpin.
Mm. And I like PR Oliver's livery. I think his livery is coolest.
Yeah, I do. I like that
Coolest
livery.
hell. Come on. And the onboard is even nice. I like that. So we've got Jimmy
Got
just got past Zonks on the pick straight. On the two teammates.
yeah, we
The
got
We Racers
Zonks.
1 are just fighting and letting Mini Daniels get away from him.
Yeah, Zonks won't want to let Jimmy get too far away. Trying to keep nice and close.
Work together, boys, to claw back that 2.4 second gap to Mini Daniels.
Got Netnax Rock right behind them, closing a gap all the time. He'll be
On the
looking to
mediums.
take advantage of any mistake that the other two drivers make. And you'll know from experience as well, Infamous, if you're battling trying to get past the car in front, it's like you do lose a lot of time to the car behind.
Yeah, yeah. The worst feeling in the world is you're quicker than the car in front, but you can't get past because it's just difficult because of the track nature.
Yeah.
And then someone pulls up behind you that should not have been anywhere near you, but since you've just been held back, have entered a battle. It's, for me, one of the most disheartening feelings sometimes. Because you're almost like, I've got the pace to go, but I just can't get past.
Alright, you've got Zonks into the pits now from the softs. Looks like he's going on the hard tyre.
Yep.
Got Spaceman into the pits also from the softs. He could probably also onto the hard tyre. So nobody so far choosing to try and one stop it soft and medium. It is a bit of an
Where's
ask
that
to
medium
get the
out?
mediums to the end from lap 9.
So this comes out just behind Desert Rat, and Desert Rat pitted under the safety car for those medium tires.
Yeah.
I'm
We
not
got
sure if he's got the ability to go to the end. And to be honest, thinking about it, T-Luck, who did pit behind the safety car and put the hards on, is just in front of Zonks. So he has made a bunch of time there, but Zonks has just gone in. Degner 2 got the better traction and is ahead going into the hairpin. So T-Luck has made a lot of time.
Yeah,
In
T-Luck's
terms
made
of where he was.
a good bit of time up.
Just whether or not he's got the pace to keep him going to the end.
Got Netnax Rock and Would You Rather having a good battle. Netnax Rock 3 temps behind Would You Rather, with a DRS going down the main straight. It looks like he'll also be looking to pit soon. I just seen his pit windows opened, so it could possibly be on this lap or the next. You'll see what strategy Netnack's on. The Zonks has made a place up. Wayne Bennett's in the pits.
Yep, he's gone in, popped on what looks to be mediums.
He could be one of the ones planning to take those mediums to the end.
Well, since
Oh, he's run wide. T-Luck on the hards.
we've got Zonks closing up on the Rog, who is the first, who therefore make him the leader of effectively those who've pitted. Zonks there on those hard tires. Zonks is showing a lot of pace right now on those hard tires. Let's just see if they were not put on too early as he
gets past the Rog. I don't know if the Rog was struggling there or what, or if you run wide, but
the Mini Daniels in the pits puts on a set of mediums. So here's the thing. My thinking is that those soft tires have done 10 laps. Surely those medium tires can do 17.
yeah, that's what I would be trying to do. I'd be trying to get as much out of the softs as I could, and then on the mediums for the final stint. And it looks like that's sort of the top three are planning on. And then P5 and P6 well, Knickknacks Rock and P5 has started on the mediums and he's not pitted yet. Same would you rather. So
yeah,
it's another one of those races where strategy is going to be the big factor in it. It's interesting to see the different strategies amongst drivers.
Yeah, and strategy is important in this game. If you can make the faster tire last okay to the end, they don't have to be in the best state. But if you can make the faster tire last, it's important you do so.
Yeah.
And if there is a safety car that you can pit under, serve that mandatory pit stop. And what we got the top two in the pits. Mediums on for Chris. Mediums on for
Simv. So that's puts would you rather P1 for now. Still to
Jimmy
pit.
still on those tyres.
Yep, so would you rather and Jimmy O and Knickknacks Rock have still to pit from the tyres they started on. Got Chris, Simv and Mini Daniels on fresh mediums.
It now looks like Zonks' idea of and strategy of going for the hards might work against him now, considering that the fact the guys in front of him are all on the medium tyres.
Yeah.
Faster tyres.
But then again, towards the end of the race, those mediums could start to die off, and Zonks could be reaping the rewards then of the hard tyre.
No, Knick-Knack has just gone past Jimmy O. His soft tyres are definitely screaming out to him, get me off.
Yeah, so I imagine Jimmy will be looking at pit now, put the mediums on.
Yeah, 100%. It's Jimmy. It's time. It's time. Please bear right and hug the white line.
Oh, the Rog is retired. I heard someone.
Got virtual. We've got virtual as Jimmy goes into the pits.
I heard someone hit the wall, and then I seen it say the Rog had DNF'd.
Jimmy's been held up because his teammate just came out of the pits, but it's under VSC. Jimmy
just trying to see where the
making a bunch of time.
Where the Rog was on track. I don't know.
Me Daniels has just got ahead of him. It was that long pit stop, but he has pulled a gap. Jimmy has pulled a gap to Zonks. So they were one behind the other, the teammates, going into the pits. And we are green. Oh, PR Oliver has just been given a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. Gutting for him. And let's just have a quick look at the state of play with penalties. Ian, are you? I'm unsure if we've got Ian's still online. Yeah, Simbi's. Yeah, everyone's got a 3-second penalty barring T-Luck. Apologies, I thought it was PR Oliver, it was T-Luck. So, quick rundown of where we are at. So we've got currently Would You Rather, currently leading the race with a 2.2 second lead from Nitnax. Those two drivers are yet to pit, having both started on the mediums. Oh, we've got Nitnack losing it there into the gravel, but it saves it. Chris 99, who was our pole man and has led every lap until we've gone to the pit stop, so he's our net leader, but currently in third. Simbi in fourth, Mini Daniels fifth, Jimmy O sixth, Zonk seventh, Wayne Bennett eighth, T-Lock ninth, and Spaceman 10th. And T-Lock is currently, I believe, serving his drive-through penalty, which has completely ruined his race.
Right, I'm back now into this. My headset died there.
No worries, buddy. I'd called for you. I didn't hear you say anything, so I thought I'm gonna take this on my own until you're back.
Yeah, I was talking and then I couldn't hear nothing. I was like, oh no, that's me. Headset's dead.
All good. We got another virtual safety car. So are the soft runners, the medium runners, gonna pit now? Nope. They may have thought it was one lap too early.
Got Knickknacks Rockers in the pits, yeah. So
good lad, get in the pits when it's a VSC. I think this is gonna, 13 laps, 12 laps to go, do the softs. They can do it. They should be able to do them.
Yeah, soft tyres should go 12 laps. Spaceman got a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC there.
And that was perfect for Knickknack, who comes out in front of Jimmy O on the soft tyres, brand new rubber. Knickknack now needs to put in a mega lap or two. Try to undercut now.
I'm sure Knickknacks will be hoping for the safety car to stay out for an extra lap so that he gets a bit more life out of those softs.
It was only a virtual. It's
virtual. But then you've got Would You Rather is still to pit by the looks of it. He's on 14 lap old mediums.
Let's see what happens between Knickknack and Would You Rather. Depends on them, as Chris is only 1.8 seconds behind Would You Rather, having gone into the pits, and Would You Rather stays out for another lap. So I think we've got first place more or less sorted out with Chris, who he's got an 8-second lead from Simbi, and Simbi's got a 3-second penalty. But after Chris, I've got no idea what's going to happen. But I've got Knickknacks currently will probably be the fastest guy on track right now, being on the softs. Would You Rather is staying out so long now.
Yeah, Would You Rather is starting to risk losing time to the cars behind now that he's been out for so long. Because that's a lot to ask for the mediums around here, 15, 16 laps.
Yeah, obviously. On board it looks alright. Doesn't seem... It's just the tyre where you just can't get much traction.
You've got Chris right behind him now, closing in all the time.
Would You Rather at least pit now?
Yeah, I think this is a time to pit for Would You Rather. Because look how close Chris is to the back of him. And he stays out. So Chris will have a DRS on him now, down the final straight. Also puts in a fastest lap of 1:31. Or 1:30.1, sorry. And he gets a move done into turn 1. So yeah, Would You Rather is definitely wringing the life out of these mediums.
So easy thinking that he can't get anything more than 9 laps out of the soft tyres. And in that case, knick-knack tyres, how are they going to be faring at the end of the race?
Yeah.
So he's pulled the gap to Mini Daniels down to now less than half a second.
Yeah, on those fresh softs, like he's just going to close up corner by corner. As long as he doesn't run wide and pick up any penalties.
Yeah, he just needs to keep it clean.
Yeah, that's him, less than 2 temps now behind Many Daniels. Should imagine you'll be looking at getting the move done on the final straight. Chris sets another fastest lap of 1:29.8.
He's getting into the mood now.
Yep.
Oh, goes deep into the chicane.
A little bit of contact. Many Daniel getting a 3-second penalty for taking a void in action then.
It's a very difficult overtaking position, that chicane. Like, you're better off waiting to the pit straight.
A 5-second penalty for cutting a corner and gaining 1 position from Many Daniels there. So
he should have given that position back.
Yep, I think the games kind of thought that was a bit too much there. So all the time Jimmy O's right behind these two, and he'll be able to see these penalties.
Yeah, Mini Daniel defends hard, defends well. Knick-knack's just thinking, I'm on these softs, I need to get past you so I can actually use them.
Yeah. That's one of those ones, like, you could be on the faster tyre, but...
Oh, he's got the run on him.
Oh, he has, he's put it down the inside.
Cuts him off to get the...
There's not much Mini Daniel could have done about that, to be honest.
Yeah, and as he goes wide.
Yeah, both cars seem to run a bit wide.
I was wondering if Jimmy O was going to get onto the back of Mini Daniels. As
got his yellow sector 1, 2 and 3.
No. Oh, Mini Daniels.
Oh, contact there.
Yeah, man. And you've got yellows in all sectors. Are we gonna get any form of... And would you rather pits?
Yep,
comes
on
out
the softs.
Jimmy O.
So, that's actually worked out not too bad for Would You Rather to go that long and then pit and come out in P5 on a fresh set of softs with only 8 laps to go.
Yeah, he's gonna be flying.
Yeah,
this will be so much fun for him.
Yeah, he's got the chance now to make up a couple of places. Could possibly end up on the podium from that.
And that would be an amazing result, having started 15th after being disqualified.
Yeah.
Qualifying. He has a serious opportunity, but Knick-knack's driving a great race. No penalties. Currently got some clean air.
Yeah, I was just checking penalties then, and Simv 3 seconds, Jamie O 3 seconds, Would You Rather 3 seconds, Many Daniels 11 seconds, Spaceman 9 seconds, and then Raji and BMC 3 seconds. So
good overtake into the chicane. If you want, we've seen a couple of attempts overtakes into the chicane. That's how it's done. Lick the stamp and send it.
Yeah, you've got to be confident in the chicane. It can go one or two ways. You can either send it and you'll come out looking like the hero, or you send it and then there's 2 people DNFing.
You end up being center or post.
Yeah.
Yellow's in sector 1. Yeah, that's cleared away now. Yeah, we've got Would You Rather now, who's on the back of Knickknacks Rock, and this is, I think, I would say the most important and the closest battle in terms of points.
But then you've got Knickknacks Rock has got no penalties, with Would You Rather's got penalties, so.
And that's what Would You Rather is probably thinking, that he needs to make up.
Yeah, he'll be trying to push Knickknacks Rock maybe into getting a penalty or just running a bit wide or get the move done, try and make the time up, which it looks like he's trying to do. 130 yards. Oh, he's picked up a penalty there. Sends it round the outside, the final chicane.
That was beautiful.
That was an awesome move.
He may have got a 3-second penalty going into 130 yard, but the switchback around the outside.
Knickknacks Rock is so close behind, but there's not much you can do into turn 1. Oh, I say that. He just proved me wrong there, Infamous.
That was never giving up. That's what I had to see.
This battle's heating up here.
And to be fair, the harder Knickknacks Rock's fights in terms of keeping his position, the better. Because he hasn't got that penalty to deal with. So yeah, it's getting hot, it's getting heated. That's what we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. Yellow.
In all sectors. Ooh, is this going to mean anything?
Could just be a... I know. That is the question, isn't it? Is this a yellow for a reason, or... You just give it a...
It might just be there for jokes. It's just there for jokes. It's for the banter.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The ha-has.
Oh, no, it could not be. Spaceman retiring from a session. Jump on board with someone to see if... Looks like it could...
It's a safety car. Wow.
Oh, this is going to mix things up quite a lot. People could be soft tyres, maybe. Fresh softs.
Jimmy, Knickknacks, Zonks, all in the pits.
Of Zonk's 5-second penalty for speeding on the pit lane. That won't have helped his situation as he puts a fresh set of softs on.
So those with no penalties. Oh, Jimmy, oh, what did he get that penalty for? Literally just came up. 3 seconds, corner cutting. Anyone who doesn't have a penalty is...
Yeah, so Knickknacks Rock could be on for gaining.
Yeah.
Definitely, probably onto the podium. Maybe even a P2 if he can stick with if he can stick with Simv and Would You Rather after restart. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Every week they don't fail. Tier 2. They always seem to mix it up. Just looking at positions changed as well. Would You Rather is up 12 places to P3. Knickknacks Rock is up 9 places to P4. And everybody else down to Raji has lost out, with Zonks staying where he started in P6. So you've definitely got Would You Rather is looking at driver of the day today at Japan. And fair play to him, making up 12 places. That's an awesome drive. Would You Rather might have... as I say that, it looks like he's had connection issues. He's just left the session.
Oh, and his AI card has just gone into second as Simv and Chris both pitted.
Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin before the safety car restart. That'll be a shame for him to lose out due to disconnecting.
Yeah, let's quickly see if I can send him an invite. Can't have this ruin the race.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even want to say what I would do on a live stream if that happened to me.
Yep, send him another invite, Just Inc. Come on, would you rather?
Just coming around to the start of Sector 2 now, so we should have some time to try and rejoin before the restart.
Yep,
Yep, would you rather's back in.
Good lad.
That is awesome. That nobody wants to lose out due to disconnecting. And we all know what Codemasters is like, so got people picking up penalties there for collision under safety car. Looks like, yeah, it looks like there was an overtake under SC there. People are trying to sort themselves back out, but I think that's resulted in some people getting unnecessary penalties.
Just don't line up next to the car in front.
Yeah, Sev7, 5-second penalty.
So the field is quite spread out because we've got Desert Rat, who I think is.
Yeah, I think we've got the main pack behind the safety car, and then we've got the people that pitted late, desperately trying to catch up. But there's definitely overtakes happening under a safety car, which is not really ideal to see.
What the safety car has done, the pack is very disjointed because we've got the MC, his car in first, behind the safety car.
Yeah, it just seems to be.
And we've got,
There seems to be too much activity happening to be following a safety car. There's people picking up penalties, there's people making overtakes. So I'm not really sure what is going on.
No, and would you rather is ghosted, so he's left the session again.
So this now ignoring yellow flag, a penalty for Sev7. So
from what I can see, okay, is there another ghosted car? Because I've got would you rather ghosted that people are trying to overtake us, slowing everyone down.
Yeah, I can see a ghosted car. Yeah, would you rather is. I think he's ghosted. So there seems to be a lot of issues happening on track now, where it's gone from being a race where penalties aren't going to come into play to being a race where now penalties are going to mean a lot. We're 24 laps into a 27 lap race. So
it's a 3-lap sprint.
Yeah, it all comes down to who's not got a penalty and who finishes in front. Like, would you rather's managed to rejoin, but I'm sure he won't be happy to rejoin and realise he's dropped down from P2 or P3 to P5 under safety car.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Safety car's getting ready to come in now, so Chris is just going to try and manage a gap, make sure he leaves a big enough gap to the safety car for a restart. And he's got BMC in front of him, a lapped car, which that isn't going to help things. SimV right behind Chris. It's always unfortunate to see when technical difficulties play a part in the outcome of a race, but all in all, it's been pretty clean. There's been some good racing on track, so be interesting to see how these final 3 laps go.
Well, everyone's on relatively fresh rubber.
Yeah. Knickknacks Rock is getting it up in P2.
Simbi under pressure from Jimmy O.
Then it's just a train happening behind P1 and P2. But it looks like
Simbi has got front wing damage. He's missing an end plate.
Oh, he is. I've
Completely
just
gone.
jumped on board with him. He is missing an end plate. Also, Knickknack's Rock seems to be missing an end. Yeah, he's also missing an end plate.
Yep.
So
Something may have happened there between them two. Which...
we're just going to bring the penalties up for the last couple of laps. You got Sev7 could possibly, he's close to being disqualified from the race with 28 seconds worth of penalties. As Chris puts in a fastest lap of 128.6.
Should be all great overtake.
Yep, down the main straight, inside into turn 1. Just keep it nice on the brakes and get a good drive out. Keep it steady in the S's. But it's another race where I say it is going to come down to penalties at the end.
I think Ian, we're going to end the season having maybe said this every race.
Would you rather has been disconnected again?
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, it's one of those ones every race. It's, it's going to come down to penalties, but... it's been awesome, to be honest, for the start of Tier 2. For like the 4 or 5 races we've had, it's a really competitive grid.
Yeah.
Everyone's still learning how everyone drives.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I can't wait for Season 2. A fresh season, see what happens there.
Season 2 is going to be quality.
Yeah.
After everyone's used to each other, knowing how to fight, who to fight, when to fight. Yeah, I think it's going to get better and better and better. And Chris slaps in a 1:28.468.
Yeah, I've just jumped on board with Chris there as DRS gets enabled for the final lap of the Japanese Grand Prix. So right on board with Chris as he leads by 6.8 seconds. Dominated this race. As to be honest, I actually thought this was going to happen after his pole lap, but he's done well.
No, I agreed. His pole lap was impressive. From the first lap he put in qualifying.
Yep, and he sets a fastest sector 1 on a final lap of the race as well, so be interesting to see how this goes. Penalties are not going to affect Chris, but they're going to affect a number of the drivers following him over the finish line.
Yeah. Jimmy O going to be seriously compromised. Simbi's in a good position, to be fair.
Yeah, he's in a good position. Also, Desert Rat is in a prime position to make up some places.
Yeah. Desert Rat, who I believe stayed out in the final safety car.
Chris is just coming up to the final chicane now.
Let's just enjoy this and enjoy his
He'll be
great drive.
Amazingly pleased with himself for that. From pole position start and wins a race with a 9-second gap on track.
I think that was a grand slam.
Yeah, that's an awesome drive from Chris. Well done.
Well done, Chris. With Nat Rocks crossing the line in second.
Got Manny Daniels coming over the line now in P6. See where he ends up after penalties.
Look who's finished P3.
Oh, Zonks. My man Zonks. He missed last week, but he's come back with a bang this week, picking up a podium.
Congratulations to him.
Well done to Zonks. But
unlucky Simpi with the damage as well that he got.
Unlucky to Would You Rather as well, because his connection issues have cost him a podium there. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Like,
agreed.
That's unfortunate there. But well done to Chris 1999. Like, he's bossed that race from start to finish. Started on pole, won it by 14 seconds. So awesome job, Chris. And then Knickknack's Rock and Zonks filling out the rest of the podium.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good race.
Uh, Congratulations to all the drivers who made it to the end. That was a tough race. And yeah, a few outstanding performances, definitely worth mentioning. Go back to the positions gained. Nick
Yeah,
Nat Rocks coming in with a P2, having gained 11 positions from his
yeah,
starting position. So,
awesome job.
driver of the day. Codemasters doesn't need to tell me this.
Yeah,
If
no,
Codemasters is wrong, they can, you know,
commentators have declared in this one, Nick Nat's Rock is definitely drivers of the day,
yeah,
making
yeah.
up 11 places. But yeah, that was an awesome race, man. Tier 2 have once again provided some good entertainment on a Thursday night.
And for any of the tier 2 drivers, either are watching this back or replays, you guys bring it.
Yeah,
Every week, you guys
every
bring
week,
it.
me and Infamous really enjoy commentating on these races because they're always action packed. You never know what's going to happen,
No.
and it is a pleasure.
Yeah. Pleasure watching you guys. As I think the time ticks down to 0, we will start the podium ceremony and then congratulate our top 3 tonight. So we've got a lot to live up to.
Yeah, once again, we say this every week, don't we? Like, as Tier 1 boys are going to have to put on a show now.
I'm a little nervous, but let's see how that goes. And as Chris picks up his win, his trophy, pops
Like,
that virtual champagne.
yeah, the old, what was it, a Lando Norris celebration.
Yeah. You saw where he broke Carlos Sainz's champagne bottle earlier this year.
Yeah, massive shout out to Chris there though. P1
Yep.
to P1, pole position to
P1
the
to
race
P1.
win. Fastest
I
lap at
like to think
1:28.4. So yeah, congratulations, Chris.
Yep, congratulations, Chris. Congratulations to the Knick-Knack Rocks and Zonks
Yeah.
for rounding up the top 3.
Also,
And
congrats to the rest of the Tier 2 drivers
yeah,
for
yeah.
some awesome
Congratulations
entertainment
all.
again.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. We have enjoyed watching the race, commentating for you guys, and I hope you all enjoyed our, I won't say beautiful voices, but our acceptable voices
Yeah,
and commentary tonight.
acceptable. That's about right. Acceptable voices.
Well, thank you all for joining our stream. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels. And see you guys all for Tier 1 at 9 o'clock, hosted by Seb Boa. And see you back here next week for some more Tier 2 Formula 1 action.
Yep.
Thank you for having us. Ian, any last words from you?
No, and same as every week, to be honest. Like, everyone's going to be like, this guy just says the same thing, but now they put on an awesome show again. Tier 2 have, like, they've not failed us so far, Infamous, so I can't wait to see what happens when we get racing again.
Nah. So, see you guys soon. And see you either at 9 o'clock tonight while we're racing, or see you next week here again, back where on comms.
Yep, thanks for watching, everyone.
Peace.